Either way, we're going to get right into this match. Both players have black colors. I don't know. It looks nice.
It does. It looks nice, and it shows the amount of time they put into these legends.
Stardust hitting 3 recoveries at the beginning of the game. I don't even know what to think about that. I don't think Dobrein knows either, and he's probably a little bit thrown off there, but he's going to get right back into it. And he hasn't been able to land much on Stardust to begin with. Finally gets a stomp in a neutral light, but can't get the chase dodge neutral sig.
It seems Dobrein is taking a chunk of damage, but he gets the ground pound onto Stardust. Stardust barely could make it back there. He only had his recovery. This is going really low. I just like this. I feel like something's gonna hit, like Dobrein's gonna hit with a recovery in a minute onto Stardust while they're low, and it's gonna end up like just finishing Stardust's first stock really early on.
Stardust went for a down sig on the platform and got interrupted, and I think he went, oh, Dobrein didn't see me use that. I can use it again.
Russian
Instead,
Mafia.
Dobrein gets a Russian Mafia. Dobrein,
Dobrein,
he's got a huge eye for these things, and I think Stardust, he got interrupted by that down sig, but Dobrein knew that he tried to use a down sig, and when Stardust went for another down sig, he just got punished. I definitely saw the down
Nice
sig.
weapon toss from Stardust, though. Just finishing off Dobrein's first stock. Both of them even damage, but this could just mean Dobrein goes for another Russian Mafia to finish it off later on. But that weapon is being guarded by Stardust very well, but now he has to guard 2 weapons. He can't. And Dobrein picks up some blasters. Dobrein gets a neutral
Dobrein's
light.
gonna start working with the blasters. Like you said, neutral light into Nair. Downer can't find the side air follow-up. Nice down light into double Sair. Triple Sair isn't gonna work, but he dodges right through the 360-degree hitbox recovery. I expected his own recovery, but he might not have had one.
Dobrein hugged that like hitbox, well, the hurtbox of Stardust so much that it didn't even bother with the recovery from Stardust.
Now Stardust is already in the red. Dobrein really pulled a number with the double Sair, but he was unable to confirm, and I think this is Stardust's opportunity to rack up the same damage on Dobrein. Not get hit by too much. Nice side light into side air. Doesn't get punished for the neutral sig. Dobrein does pull out his own neutral sig. Stardust up in the air. In an edge guard situation, Dobrein, I think he was looking for that recovery. Couldn't quite get it. Stardust is going to punish the air.
Stardust is really trying to just finish off Dobrein in a really weird angle, but he gets that recovery onto Stardust after Stardust throws out his own recovery.
There's the recovery. And Dobrein gets knocked by a side light. Stardust having none of it. He's going to look for this edge guard, but he's not going to over-aggress on it. Picks up a nice axe. Can he get the kill? Yes, he can. Side air on axe is all he needs, and all he took was 1 hit of damage. This is a very even game.
This is very even, and we've got at least another one of these games to come up after this. Is it Dobrein or Stardust which is going to win this first game? Stardust gets the dare, can't follow up with a second, get hit by the
Oh my god, is this it? This is a game! Dobrein! Really nice string. That was just incredible. The way he ended that stock. A flurry of gun attacks followed by 2 ground pounds. And Stardust is a raging bull now. He's taken out the Taros. He is ready to deal some real damage. And this is going to be very interesting. Stardust going back to his roots.
The Taros. This is an old pick from Stardust. I've seen it time and time again.
Stardust again going for those recoveries. He really likes doing that at the start of the match, punishing players who try to fish for that early weapon, and then Stardust is going to go for the weapon a little bit later on and be more patient about it. He's been hitting Dobrein right off the bat. Goes for a stomp and a neutral light, but Dobrein's taking too much damage for that. Stomp and a neutral sig is going to kill Dobrein in orange, and Stardust takes the early lead.
Stomp N-Sig is very powerful on well, on any hammer, but on Terrorsis it's even more terrifying. That force it has on that pullback is phenomenal.
Dobrein trying to be just as aggressive using those guns. He's going to take out Stardust and say, no, you don't get an early stock lead. I can do the same thing. Dobrein going for a lot of stomps on the platform. I think he might be going for double stomps. It's not quite going to work out. Instead, he catches Stardust with a neutral sig. Stardust trying to find his footing again. Maybe go for something just as crazy as before. The thing about Taros is that high attack, that high defense, all he needs is hit by hit, and he can easily take the lead back in this game. But right now, Dobrein is the one who's really putting the pressure on Stardust using those stomps. so many stomps from Dobrein. Is he looking for this Russian Mafia?
I think he wants that. I think that's too much on the Mafia now. I don't think he can get it anymore.
I think he can. I think he's just at the range, at the tail end of the Russian Mafia, but Stardust says no. I have side
from
sig
Stardust
on the left side. He doesn't even, he could have been in the yellow and that would have killed. But let's be honest here. Gravity cancel neutralite from Stardust. And
most likely
racking up so much damage.
Dobrein gets the side sig of his own. Can't get the recovery.
Stardust, really nice read! He knew Dobrein was going to use the recovery. He knew how to punish it. An immediate follow-up on the ground pound. Stardust takes game 2.
Not only does Stardust take game 2, but he's even up. And this is the final game we find on these two. 1-1. Is it going to be the Dobrein playing with that Cassidy going into finals, or is it going to be Stardust? Which would mean we've seen upset from 2 great players onto 2 other great players.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to see the upset. Upsets are exciting, and Stardust is gonna start off with an unarmed recovery. Who saw that coming?
I honestly didn't. I thought Dobrein would have been expecting it. And it seems he was not. Dobrein is now playing those guns. Stomp Ensig from Stardust. Is he gonna follow up with another Stomp Ensig?
He might very well, or he might opt for a nice neutralite there, getting some damage. Goes for the down sig. He knows down sig racks up a huge amount of damage. And he tried to go for that, but Dobrein knows to interrupt.
Double
2 nairs, puts Dobrein in a bad position.
Ensig.
Ground pound from Dobrein is a really nice interrupt. Dobrein is going to be a little bit patient here. Stardust also going for the
neutral sig in a second.
Dobrein is having none of it. He's just going forward. Nice stomp into chase dodge recovery. But of course, because Stardust is on the platform, he can't get a full Russian Mafia. Stardust punishes that down sig, which is almost a dangerous proposition. But Stardust really knows those hitboxes well, and Dobrein is he's just not going to edge guard. He's not doing it.
I mean, you edge guard a terrorist, you can get hit by that end sig really close, and that can be a very deadly thing to happen. Stardust is trying to stay clear of those side sigs. He's lost his hammer.
Dobrein rewarded for his patience, gets a stomp dare, but Stardust, who put on a defense stance, is just not going down, and both players are in the deep red. Who's gonna die first? Dobrein. He's not doing it. He's not gonna try to edge guard a hammer Taros.
I mean, I'm wary about edge guarding a hammer in general, let alone a Taros. And it seems Dobrein gets the side sig to kill Stardust, but he's fairly damaged himself. Dobrein's just gonna guard that weapon so Stardust doesn't get it, but Stardust does get it. And Dobrein just gets hit with a side air from that axe and is going to lose his first stock.
Nice side air coming out from Stardust. We're back to even stocks. You can feel Dobrein trying to change the pace of this game. He's taking his time more. He's trying to zone out Stardust, who just keeps getting hit after hit. And Dobrein knows every single time Stardust gets a hit, it's just more punishing. Triple stomp into side air. Really nicely done by Dobrein. Side air, he's going to try to edge guard Stardust. He goes for that recovery. That's going to work. And Dobrein takes out that second stock with a massive amount of force.
I think Dobrein has the advantage here, but can Stardust take it back? A Stomp Ensig would just probably kill Dobrein right now, and I'm sad to say that.
Stardust, he's looking for an opening now, and Dobrein isn't giving it to him.
Stardust knows that Stomp Ensig is possibly going to kill, or he's trying to go for that Russian Mafia, a really early one.
Nice chase dodge neutralite from Stardust, getting the turnaround. And Dobrein is definitely in kill percentage, especially for someone like Stardust who has the 8 attack. He's going to look for it with a stare. He's not going to get it another neutralite. I kind of wanted to see a stomp stare instead of the neutralite, but who knows? Maybe he just didn't have the opportunity because Dobrein just kept pulling out moves. Dobrein is just not aggressing.
Dobrein knows not to aggress on this Stardust hammer. It's a very dangerous thing, but enough neutralites are coming out of Stardust just to...
I mean, Stardust is abusing the fact that he knows Neutralite has a 3-frame startup, and every time he does a chase dodge into Neutralite, Dobrein has a very, very small window to even bother getting that. Stardust, however, goes for a side air, but because of the huge number of active frames, isn't going to work. Stomp Neutral Sig is going to work. Stardust is in the orange, and Dobrein's playing very carefully. What is Stardust going to do here?
Stardust, I think, needs to just go for a try and gimp with it, and I assume he can. I have faith in Stardust that he can get, but Dobrein goes for the ground pound.
Very aggressive ground pound.
Stardust goes for his own ground pound. Dobrein's hammer could be the end to
Russian
Stardust.
Mafia is
Russian
gonna do
Mafia
it!
Finishing it off.
Dobrein is gonna move on. He was having none of it with Stardust. He did not want to get eliminated. He was not